Welcome to Real Vermont News. I'm Bob Frenier here to say somebody's finally looking into things. Today, we're looking into the new gun control laws passed by the Vermont legislature and signed by Governor Scott. Do these new laws violate the Vermont Constitution? The Vermont's Federation of Sportsmen Clubs says they do. The sportsmen filed a lawsuit immediately after the law was passed, and the case is now in court. Here's Chris Bradley with details.
Thanks, Bob. The Vermont Constitution is wonderfully specific and absolute about protecting Vermonters' God-given right to defend themselves. Article 16 of that document says flat out that the people have a right to bear arms for the defense of themselves.
So, this is even more specific about the right to self-protection than the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which doesn't mention personal defense at all.
It certainly is more specific. The right to defend ourselves has been constitutionally protected in black and white here for 227 years. And because any infringement of constitutional rights requires the state to show it has a compelling state interest in restricting those rights, the Attorney General is going to have a very difficult time defending these laws against our lawsuit. How is he going to demonstrate that Vermont has much of a problem with gun violence at all? We're one of the safest places in the country to live. He can't get away with pointing to some possible future problem to justify these new laws.
The courts are going to apply what is called strict scrutiny to the Attorney General's arguments too. This isn't politics where smoke and mirrors reasoning often prevails, is it?
No. The Attorney General is required to demonstrate to the court that the laws he is defending are narrowly tailored to meet a specific threat. Limiting magazine size, requiring federal background checks before you can sell a gun to your neighbor, forbidding 18 to 20-year-olds from buying guns, and other restrictions all have to be narrowly tailored to improve school safety. Because school safety is why proponents of these laws said they were needed in the first place. The Federation has long believed that laws should be based on sound public policy that is in compliance with state and federal constitutions. The new gun laws do not meet that standard.
Thanks, Chris. Obviously, the first Federation lawsuit objecting to a ban on standard-sized magazines has an excellent chance of winning. Depending on how the court rules on that suit, there may need to be other lawsuits to stop the continuing attempts to diminish our right to self-protection. If you think that's important, like this video, click your Facebook share icon to tell all your friends about it. Then, meet every candidate you can before November and tell them Vermont didn't need these new gun laws in the first place, and no candidate who supports them will get your vote. And that's all the Real Vermont News we have time for. A lot more happened, and we'll be looking into all of it.